What's up, world of Pokemon and YouTube? Jolteon here, bringing you the first match of the first round of the Advents Tournament. This match, featuring Patrick Lella versus Max Ray, promises to be an excellent match just looking at the team lineup. So let's get started. Patrick is going to lead with his Hippowdon to set up his weather, a sandstorm, while Max is going to lead with his Fortress, presumably to set up entry hazards. Because Fortress supports Steel type, it's not affected by the sandstorm, so Hippowdon's going to have to throw out an Earthquake to break this thing sturdy. Living up to its name as the Master of Hazards, Fortress sets up a first layer of Toxic Spikes around Patrick. Not to be outdone, Hippowdon sets up a layer of Stealth Rocks himself, giving Patrick some entry hazards to play with. Continuing, Fortress will set up a layer of Spikes. Having served its purpose of the weather and the Stealth Rocks, Patrick will switch out into his Roserade to absorb the Toxic Spikes set up earlier. Still hurt by the regular spikes in the sandstorm, this Roserade will take a little bit of a beating, but its leftovers will definitely help. After setting up a second layer of spikes, Roserade's going to hit this thing hard with a hidden power, which is going to be Hidden Power Fire. Because its sturdy was broken earlier, this Fortress doesn't stand a chance, being 4 times weak to fire. That's 1 point to Patrick as he takes out Fortress, gaining an early lead and a distinct advantage. Max is going to send out his Flygon next, which is going to cause Patrick to switch into something that will be able to take this thing's hits with ease, Slowbro. Flygon hits Slowbro early on with a Stone Edge, which doesn't do much because of just how bulky Slowbro really is. Fearing an imminent Ice Beam, Max is going to switch out his Flygon here to something that's more capable of taking special hits, a Blissey. But, having predicted this, Patrick is going to hit it with a Scald, and with a stroke of luck gets the first turn burn on this thing, and a critical hit. Even with leftovers, Sandstorm and Burn will really hurt this Blissey. Not as crippling as it would be on a physical sweeper, but it really does help rack up the damage. Patrick is going to switch out here into his Excadrill, which will easily absorb the Thunder Wave from Blissey. Still taking Sandstorm and Burn damage, this Blissey is getting dangerously close to getting knocked out. Down to about 50% right now before the burn. Down to about 45%. He switches out Blissey into the Flygon again. Now, because Patrick has a distinct advantage of knocking out Fortress early on, he's able to rapid spin hit Max's spikes away. Not wanting to take any kind of attack from Flygon, he'll switch back into Hippowdon to take any kind of attack thrown at him. Being immensely resistant and immensely defensive, this Hippowdon takes Earthquake with ease. And even the Stone Edge doesn't do much to him, as Hippowdon throws a wonderful Ice Fang right out at him, taking him out in another, just one shot, taking off easily 70% health. Another point for Patrick. Max will take out Gengar next. Gengar with an Earth Ball really puts a hurting on this Hippowdon, but because it's so defensive both physically and specially, it takes it like a champ. What looks like a misclick by Patrick tries to use Stealth Rocks again. But Patrick knows whenever it's in a dangerous situation, so he calls back and sends out his Roserade again to take an Energy Ball. Easily resisting it, this Roserade covers off the damage from Sandstorm and the Energy Ball with his leftovers. Seeing the danger, Max will recall and send out his Garchomp. At this point, everyone's just shuffling until Patrick decides to send out his champion. Now, even though it is weak to Dragon Claw, Multi-Skill lets this Dragonite take it with the greatest of ease, only doing about half damage. Retaliating with the Dragon Tail itself, impressive damage. Even with a critical hit, it was able to one-shot him with Dragon Tail, giving Patrick 3 points now. An amazing display of Dragonite's true raw power. Now, sending out Weevil, Patrick will switch out Dragonite to something a little easier to take, an Ice Punch or Ice Shard. But it looks like Patrick's luck has just run out, with Slowbro getting the freeze from the Ice Punch of This freeze gives Weevil plenty of time to set up his Swords Dances, which makes this thing a terrible, terrible threat. Even with one Swords Dance, Weevil's really dangerous to have on the field. And as much as he might try, the Slowbro is having a hard time breaking out of this ice, which gives Weevil a chance to have a second Swords Dance up, giving it +4 attack. Getting hit hard by the Sandstorm, the Weevil is taking some residual damage, but at this point, it's going to be an easy knockout for Weevil. At +4, a Night Slash will do so much damage that even with the right resistances, there's no way that this could survive it, which will give Max 1 point. Sending out his Excadrill to finish the job, he'll easily outspeed this Weevil, killing it with a Rock Slide. His +4 served its purpose, getting him 1 kill. Now Max is going to send out Gengar again, not being able to do much at this point, getting taken out by another Rock Slide. This gives Patrick 5 points. Sending out Blissey again, Max is down to his last Pokemon, taking damage from the rocks. Even if he didn't attack with Earthquake to finish the job, Blissey would only survive another 2 turns with all the damage it would take from Burn and Sandstorm. This kill gives Patrick 6 points and the win. Congratulations, Patrick, for moving on to the next round. And remember, check us out on Facebook. Link will be in the description.